What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are doing great and I hope you're having a great week. Yesterday was a bit of a slow day, but today everything's back to normal. Yesterday was US bank holiday, but now the markets are back to normal with liquidity and plenty of moves. And in today's video, guys, I'm gonna show you a simple trick that will help you increase your win rate tremendously. Okay, it's something that I use as well, and in my opinion, this is a very good trick for every single one of you. If you want to have a bigger win rate when trading forex, that pretty much means to have more wins in a row than losses and have a smaller loss streak. Okay, so that's exactly what this video is going to be about. But before I start the video, guys, if you enjoy my content, make sure you are subscribed to not miss out on any future uploads. Also, feel free to join my free signal group. The link is down below in the video description. If you want to learn my strategies or do a one-on-one session with me, make sure to DM me privately on Telegram. Link will be also down below. And if you have any questions, make sure to drop them in the comment section. If you want to check out my IG or website, both links are down in the description as well. Okay, so now let's just get straight into the video. This trick can be applied on every single strategy, any single pair, any single time frame, no matter what. Okay, it's just a small it's very simple to understand. I'm talking about moving the stop loss at break even when we are in a one-to-one risk to reward trade. When we are one-to-one in profit, that's when you guys need to move your stop loss at break even. I mean, that's what I suggest. Of course, you can do whatever you want, but doing this, you will see that your win rate will be much higher than usual, and you will be saved plenty of times, no matter what strategy you use. Okay, it doesn't matter that you swing trade, it doesn't matter if you scalp or day trade or use a 1 to 20 risk to reward strategy. No matter what, if you want to have a bigger win rate, start doing this trick. Okay, trust me. If you want, you can test it on a demo for a couple of weeks and see what I'm talking about. You will see that you will be saved so many times from bad entries and for stop losses, and on, guys. The main important thing when trading forex is to try to secure your balance as fast as possible and make profits. Okay, so how can you do that? Well, you can do that by having a good strategy, of course, that's the base. Then having a good risk management plan that we already talked about in our previous videos. And then how can I secure my balance fast? And this is a way you can do it. Okay, so every time you are 1-to-1, you just move your stop loss at break even, and then that trade is pretty much risk free. If it hits your break-even stop loss, then you can look to re-enter. Okay, but if it doesn't and it goes into your take profit, you knew that once you were 1-to-1, that trade was already risk-free, and yeah, no more stress. Okay, this also helps psychology a lot as well. Okay, so I know plenty of you have problems holding the trades. Once you get a good entry, which is a really good trade, once it runs, you are very stressed because you don't know whether to close it early or to let it run towards your take profit, and most times you will do the wrong decision. You will make the wrong decision and then you will regret it. And this will also help for that. Okay, once you know that you are risk free, trust me, you are not going to be stressed anymore. Okay, no matter what happens. If it hits your stop loss at break even, then it's not a loss, it's not a win. You're on break even. Okay, why would you be upset? You can look for a re-entry, and then maybe the second time it will go your way. Okay, so now pretty much when you enter a sell, let's say you enter a sell here, price comes, let's say you have a 1 to 3 TP. Once price is 1-to-1 in profit, you then move your stop loss at your entry price on your MT4 and let that trade run towards your 1 to 3 take profit. Okay, the same goes for buys. Okay, it's a very simple concept. And now let me show you some examples on how this would have saved you a couple of times in the market. Okay, so let's look here. Yeah, look, this is the first example. Okay, so let's say you would trade supply and demand, and you have this top right here as a resistance, and you would look for sells and candlestick patterns in this zone to enter a sell. Okay, so you would have seen this pin bar here. Then you would have decided, okay, I want to enter a sell right here with my stop loss above the wick, above the pin bar, above this above these wicks right here. And then you would have aimed for, I don't know, you would have aimed for this low, a nice 1 to 10 risk to reward. Okay, so as you can see, price clearly went 1 to 1. Okay, it went 1 to 1 here, and then literally the next candle. And then what you would have done is you would have moved your stop loss at break even, which is right here at entry price, and you would have let your trade run. You could have closed partials at 1 to 5 if you wanted to, or you just could have let it run till 1 to 10. So look what happened. Price came, took you out at break even, and then it would have took your stop loss as well. So instead of losing, of having a losing trade here, instead of that, you have a break-even trade. So you're on zero. You didn't win, you didn't lose. Of course, if you didn't decide to close partials at 1 to 5. Okay, but that's totally up to you. I'm here to talk about the stop loss at break-even. Okay, so this is a perfect example of this trick saving you for getting a loss and overall um, giving you a bigger win rate. Okay, so then what you could have done after you would have been out of your trade, you then could have looked for a new possible sell entry. Okay, I mean, this is not a pretty good bearish candlestick pattern. I mean, if I go on the M5, I can probably see one, and yes, we can see this one here. You could have entered here a sell right here based off the 5-minute, and then you could have went on the 15-minute back. Stop loss could have been right above the wicks, and a 1 to 1 would have been already achieved right here. And now let's say you aim for this bottom right here. Now you could have moved your stop loss at break even, be risk free, and you can just let the trade run towards your take profit. Two things can happen. A, it can go in your TP and smash your profit, and that's it. Happy days. Or worst case scenario, it can come back, get your stop loss at break even, and you didn't lose anything. Okay, and then you can look for a re-entry if you want to. Okay, if you still think that this is a good level to look for sells. So like, it's very simple. It's very simple and very self-explanatory. It helps a lot for win rate. You will see that you will get a much bigger win rate, and you will see that your emotions will be um, you will be able to handle your emotions a lot better once you know that your trade is risk-free and you won't stress anymore. Okay, so let me show you, let me see if I can find some new examples. Here it respected, of course you will have situations where, let's say, you would have entered a buy here, you would have entered a buy right here, okay, with a stop loss underneath the zone, and you would have aimed for maybe here, okay, for a 1 to 3 risk to reward. So now 1 to 1 would have been achieved here, and after that you would have moved your stop loss at break even, making the trade risk free, and as you can see, price fully smashed your take profit, no stress at all. Okay, so there will be times, of course, when even though you move your stop loss at break even, price won't come back to take your stop loss, and you will have a take profit. Okay, let's see if I can find one more example before ending the video, because I think you guys get what I'm saying. It's not really that hard, you know, it's not that hard. Let me see if I can find one more example. So yeah, here, literally another example that would have saved you from a stop loss. So let's say you would have had this small resistance zone right here. You saw that price was creating bearish structure, broke structure here, lower low, lower high, failed to create a new lower low, then did a double top, and it threw a doji candle right here. Okay, it threw you a doji candle, so you know that price was in a downtrend, creating bearish structure. It created a double top, it created a bearish candlestick pattern. So then you would have said to yourself, okay, I'm gonna enter a sell right here. I would place my stop loss right above the zone, and I would aim for these lows right here, which would give me a nice 1 to 10 risk to reward. Okay, so after that, what you would have done is, once price would have been 1 to 1, which is right here, okay, 1 to 1, you then would have moved your stop loss at break even, making the trade risk free, and then you just could have aimed for your lows, your targets. Okay, along the way, of course, if you wanted, you could have closed half of your position at 1 to 6, which is right here, around here, and then you could have let the trade run. So look what happened. Price came, it didn't hit your target, and then it went straight up, hit your stop loss at break even. You're happy because you didn't lose anything, okay? And guess what? It would have hit your stop loss as well. So if you would have left your stop loss where you initially have put it, this would have been another losing trade, okay? But instead, you didn't lose anything. Why? Because you used the stop loss to break even method. Okay, that's why I'm saying that your win rate will increase a lot if you start using this. Okay, and then you could have repeated the same exact thing. Okay, let's continue. You would have had a bearish engulfing here. You would have entered a sell, stop loss right above the red candle. Take profit could have been here. A 1 to 4, 1 to 1 would have been achieved here. Then you would have moved your stop loss at break even, making the trade risk free. And guess what happened? Price then reversed again. Okay, price reversed again, and you would have been out at break even. Okay, so there's nothing to be said about because you didn't lose anything. But look what happened. Your stop loss would have been hit as well. Okay, so this would have been another loss for you if you didn't use this method. So you can see, like, this is literally from the past few days, and look how many examples you can see. Okay, I showed you guys like 5 examples of where this method would have saved you from getting a stop loss. And yeah, like I said, it's gonna help you much to get a much bigger win rate, and it will help you handle your emotions a lot better. Okay, because you don't have to be stressed after you make it risk free. It can go either way. Like, it can get you out there break even, you don't lose anything, or it can smash your take profits and happy days. Then you can end your day or do whatever you want. And if, let's say, it smashes your stop loss at break even, then you can look for a re-entry if you still believe that that level is going to hold and it's a good level to enter a trade-off. Okay, so yeah, I highly recommend to consider using this method. As I said, if you want, start using it on a demo to get the hang of it and see if it helps you. But yeah, there's no reason why your win rate would not go up. Of course, if you already have a good strategy and a good risk management plan. If you don't, yeah, feel free to check out my free signal group, or if you want to learn my strategies, make sure to DM me privately, or you can schedule a one-on-one session with me by contacting me on Telegram. All the links are in the video description. But if you already have a good strategy and a good risk management plan, then trust me, if you start using this as well, your win rate will skyrocket. Okay, so yeah, this was pretty much it for today's video. If you have any questions, make sure to drop them in the comment section. I will make sure to check every single one of them. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.